me about your team.
Let's start with this one. So this, if you could see the picture, was Sandi Maki. Sandi and I have an interesting history. I knew her grandmother before I knew her. I knew her parents before I knew her. I knew her ex-husband before I knew her. And then I met Sandi. And when I did, I remember trying to explain to people that there's this thing about her. There's this thing that I couldn't quite describe to anyone, and I always just called it, there's this thing about her. And through the years, she's proven that thing that I still can't describe. She has the undescribable, indescribable, can't put it into words, thing about her as a human being that I've experienced in no one. She has skills beyond skills. She's got capabilities beyond capabilities. She has a way of impacting people like no one I've ever met has the ability to impact people. And she's as selfless as a human being as I have ever met. She's always found the time to help other people. Whether they drive her fucking crazy or not, she helps them anyway. And I'll tell you, she's been challenged with some people that have driven her effing crazy, and yet she's never turned her back on anyone ever. She's never held ill will against people. She always seems to get past all of that social stuff that everyone gets stuck on all the time. This woman has always been able to overlook all of that and work her way through it and be able to figure out how to be a better human being as a result. There's so rare of a human being, really, when it comes to someone who has kept a good attitude about things, has been through an awful lot, been through the ups and downs that life dumps on all of us, and somehow has always smiled, has always kept moving, and most importantly, she's always believed that there was a good outcome every single time. I've never seen her look at something and go, oh, there's going to be a bad outcome. There was always a positive outcome. Whether I was worried about things, and I've fortunately been fortunate now to have been in business with her for a long, long time, she's been able to maintain that positive attitude through the ups and downs of just life, that it'll always work out. There's something else about her too, though, that I have to mention, is she's taught me something. Well, she's taught me a lot. But she has this thing about her, and we kind of affectionately termed it the fuck it switch. And she has this ability in her brain to just do something. If she's decided to do it, it's like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. I'll deal with the results, the good or the bad or whatever happens. Instead of humming and hawing like so many people agonize over everything. Can I do it? Am I able? Whatever. She just hits a point where she's like, fuck it. I'm going to do this, and whatever, good, bad, whatever happens, and it's never good, bad, whatever, because there's never bad in her life. It's always like, well, whatever happens, I'll deal with it. And that's an attitude that if the world could just embrace that, would be a different place, because we're so caught up in the crap that we're caught up in. And she's helped me understand, just do some stuff, live the experience, and figure it out afterwards if you have to. So I could probably go on about her for hours and hours and hours, but I'm going to leave it at that currently, because, like I said, I could talk about her and the lessons she's taught me and what an amazing human being she is, and how fortunate I am to be surrounded by her incredibleness, because it's all around me. What you see around us most of the time is her creation. So I get to be wrapped in the cloak of who she is as a human being all the time, and I couldn't be more fortunate of a human being for that. So that is Sandi Maki.